Well, this is one of the newer games I played. It looks like I am training my Naginata warrior monks and Naginata samurai. I have two veteran units. Yeah, I have two veteran units. I have some katanas as well behind those, and I have some great guard, one on each side. A bow cavalry. Um, I try using bow cavalry, but you know they're never that good. I just never use them that well. So they've got mounted gunners. They've got some katana samurai. They've got a Yari samurai. They've got bow warrior monks and some heavy gunners. So they don't have much cavalry defense. They also have a fire cavalry. So they've obviously got the DLC. Um, and I've got this Kisho ninja back here. He's running using stealth, and of course he's hidden. And he's gonna run. He's gonna take out some of these guys as well as he can. So we'll see how this works out. We've both got ranged cavalry, so we're gonna both be able to harass each other. But I've got great guard units and a Kisho ninja, and that is the ultimate harassment force, you could say. In fact, my own infantry force is somewhat inferior to his, but he doesn't have much to do with his fire cavalry because my whole army basically consists of Naginata. So those fire cavalry aren't going to do much for him this battle. Neither are those heavy gunners, because I'm going to be able to take them out with cavalry. When I started this game, I completely forgot about missile units, so that was bad. But here they find my ninja at the last minute. They lose their stealth. My micro wasn't really going well because I distracted him, but still I could have done better with my Kisho ninja. I ram into his stuff with my cavalry there. That's almost half of his unit gone now from just that charge. He's going to send his heavy gunners over to try to get me, but I'm going to see those. I'm going to attack them, and their heavy gunners are going down. So before they could fire off a single shot, I've basically destroyed his heavy gunners. There goes 1,300 Koku. So I have this on this side too. Obviously they're disorganized. I got my Great Guard running into his mounted gunners, it looks like. His Yari Samurai aren't doing much. Interesting. So I run into his general, and I'm causing some havoc here, obviously. They finally bear their force down on me. Their Katana Samurai is below half its force. And my guy's finally wavering, but I was okay with that. He didn't have much numbers anyway. And I've done plenty of damage to his general, everything I wanted to do. So, I've fired a couple of shots with my bow cavalry. I'm going to use him to lure this guy in. He does an interesting move here, and he rams his guys into my cavalry. His bow warrior monks are almost dead now, and they suffered a morale shock for a second there. My Great Guard only lost 8 guys. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna hit him hard. Obviously, I've done some big damage to his army before anything even happened. I could have just moved this group in and mopped them up, but I didn't choose to, mainly because I didn't even realize. I didn't realize this was going on, so they are able to shoot off a volley into my bow cavalry there, doing some damage, quite a bit of damage. But we're basically evened out. We got the same exact number of units. And we both have steady morale, so my guy has a ranged advantage though. So over here, their fire cavalry are trying to kill my Great Guard. It's working, but I'm fine with that. Great Guard are mainly the suicide. So they're nothing to my main force now, which I just started moving. Looks like I'm moving into the trees here to get some cover. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that force right now. But these guys fire off a couple of shots. But for the most part, nothing's really happening over here. So, this is just running around with my cavalry over here. Let's see what's with his main force. Yeah, he has 12 fire cavalry left. His general might be dead. No, not quite, but he barely has any left of his bodyguard. And his katanas are going to not be able to do anything really against my main force here. So I obviously have an advantage here. I've thinned out a little bit of his numbers running around here simply because of my range bonus, and I'm just going to run into him, and this is going to give him a morale shock and going to kill the rest of his men. They're about to leave the battle here, and their numbers are going down. So there they go. Their mounted gunners are incapacitated now, and all of these dead bodies around the field here consisted of a couple of units that have since routed. So he's barely got anybody left. Huh. His fire cavalry are going to go after my bow cavalry to make sure that they don't do any more damage to his main force. I didn't realize how powerful his charge was, so I just run into him thinking that I might be able to kill them, but that was a bad idea. I could have killed this by just running around, but I didn't. For whatever reason, I must have accidentally put this guy out there. That was a horrible move. Must have been an accident. My general barely made it out alive, you see. And they're gonna go after my general now that they see him out. But at least it's a good luring maneuver. And, as you see, now is the time when I charge into my, them with my bow cavalry, which was a very bad idea. So that gives them a morale boost. But at this point, their numbers are so small that it doesn't even really matter. They really don't have much of a chance to win this game anymore. They do have missile troops, but I am in the trees, hoping to minimize losses from those bow warrior monks that are half dead. So now I run out and I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to lure him in, and I'm trying to shoot at his bow cavalry. I'm sorry, fire cavalry there. As you see, not a single unit from that charge was killed. I'm not sure why they're called fire cavalry. They don't have anything to do with fire, but okay. So I do let a couple of my guys drop. That was ultimately a bad idea. I'm not quite sure why I did that. But at least it got his force interested into attacking. See, these are my veteran units there. They're taking some cover. Trying to shoot in. They can shoot in my general anyway, so I'm going to bring him back over here now. Or, well, pretty soon I am anyway, because I'm not going to want to take any more casualties. I do not want my general to die. But our numbers with the generals are the same now. They didn't have to be, because I did silly things with my general, but mistakes, that's how you learn. There's my general. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait out his ammo supply because bow warrior monks don't have that much ammo. And so for this part of the battle, we're just basically waiting each other out. They get a couple men dead, but it's not a big deal at all. I don't quite have a charging army though, so I'm going to wait for him. As you see, his fire cavalry are still there. If his fiery cavalry weren't there, I may have charged by now. So, I'm moving this guy around a little bit, trying to get his fire cavalry into the mass, but it's not going to work. So, he does have veteran katanas, but of course they're almost dead, basically. These are veteran as well. I was hoping they didn't have that much ammunition. Looks like they have a bit, but they're gonna run out very soon now. So they've killed a couple of my guys, but that's no big deal. As you see, his fire cavalry's morale is only steady right now. And it's not going to get any better when he charges into my huge mass. Because if you outnumber your opponent well enough, then they're going to have a morale shock, kind of. So he's going to charge in now. Looks like he's out of ammunition. This is the moment I was waiting for. I'm going to leap out and attack sometime now. My general has fired in a few shots off. His fire cavalry are going to try to go around, probably to take my general. Obviously, I'm not going to let that happen. So I rally, and I'm going to go and do a stand and fight pretty soon, I think. And here's all my men charging out now. I probably should have kept... Oh, well, I did keep a Naginata back here to protect my general from the fire calves. And, just becoming a melee blob now. One of their katana units is going bye-bye. And these guys don't look so well either. So I finally get his my Naginata into his fire cav, and they're gonna run away. So that is just how to use Kisho Ninja and Great Guards and to harass the enemy before the battle even starts and get a couple of dead bodies. So yeah, weakening an army.